Right, so here we go. Morning, morning, morning. Top of the morning. I just need somebody to come in here so I can make sure you can hear me okay. I want to get into the whole WNBA All Star game. That's tomorrow. No Caitlin Clark. Gonna be a mess. Yeah, it's hard doing this live stuff, talking to yourself. So I gotta get used to talking to myself for the first few minutes. So it just don't be dead air. Cause nobody likes dead air. But yeah, I want to get into the All Star game stuff. It's gonna be real interesting with no Caitlin Clark. But yeah, it's gonna be real interesting how they gonna do that with no Caitlin Clark. They're not gonna get a whole bunch of views, at least not all the views I thought they would get. But we gonna see. It's tomorrow. It's in Indiana. You got the 3-point contest. That's today, I believe. They use Lexi Hall to replace Caitlin Clark in the 3-point contest. So we gonna see how that works out. I don't know if it's gonna work out all that good, but we gonna see. It's early in the morning, trying to take my homeboy advice and do these in the mornings. for like 20, 30 minutes just so I could get the airtime more than anything else. Trying to find windows to stream has proven to be pretty difficult. But we gonna try to make it work. Yeah, it sucks that you can't share the screen on your phone. Yeah, we're gonna get this up and running soon. Been trying to fix my laptop. I'm almost there. Almost there, just having audio issues with the StreamYard, which is annoying. Hold on, fella. I'm coming. Bob, what's going on with you, brother? I know it's pretty early for you. I'm gonna get on camera in a minute. But it's early in the morning for me too. You had a great show last night, Bob. It was very funny. I was dying listening to JP and Art go at it last night. Like, they were killing me. Yeah, they were funny as hell last night, boy. JP and Art, oh my goodness. Yeah, they had me in stitches. Like, I ain't even have to feel like I had to get on the panel or anything, because it was hilarious, them too, last night. Poor Art drunk with power. You gave him that button, he don't know how to act now. It's very hilarious to watch it all. Yeti, was good, bro? Top of the morning. I'm finna get into this WNBA All-Star game and the lack of Caitlin Clark. Oh, they were just being silly, Bob, for real. They wasn't even really talking about nothing substantial. They were just cracking jokes, basically. Yeah, they were just cracking jokes. yeah, I know a lot of y'all aren't big sports fans. But the W is where it's at right now. Baseball ain't gonna really get popping until September. But yeah, I want to get into the All-Star game for the WNBA and what it means for Caitlin Clark not to be playing, because I think that that's a big, huge deal. Yeah, that's a big, huge deal, and the league gonna suffer mightily behind that. Yeah, that's not good for the WNBA, in my opinion, not to have Caitlin Clark in the game playing, not to have her in the three-point shooting contest. Like, it's going to kill a lot of the viewership. I'm interested to see will all the Angel Reese fans show up for Angel Reese. That's what I'm more interested to see, what the numbers gonna look like. Will all the Angel Reese fans come out and support Angel Reese? And get this game the viewership that it deserves. These are all good questions that we would like answers to. So we gonna see. I still think it's really bad for the league, though. They had this game in Indiana for a reason. So Caitlin Clark not being there to play, yeah, it's gonna kill a lot of people joy. Like last year, the All-Star game was entertaining. It was very entertaining because Arike Ogunbowale put on a show last year. Like, she put on a real show last year. Now, I don't know if you're going to get that same kind of show, because it's always a different dynamic when it's the All-Star team versus the Olympic team. Those seem to always be really good games. Now, this just a regular All-Star game. East versus West, I believe. Or not East versus West, is Team Clark versus Team Collier. Collier as in Nafisa Collier from the Minnesota Lynx. And, I'm glad that they were able to find a way to get Brittany Sykes in that All-Star game, because she definitely deserved it. So I'm happy for her. But I'm still not sold on the whole Bree Jones thing. I'd have rather seen Tina Charles than Bree Jones, honestly. But who am I, man? I'm just a fan. Yeah, I'm just a fan. But yeah, I'd love to see Tina Charles. They should have gave her flowers instead of, putting Bree Jones. Even though I understand the dream of having a good year. I'm in Atlanta, so I understand the dream of having a really good year. They are. But for my money, give me Tina Charles. For my money. I'd much rather see her than a Bree Jones. My main issue is how many people are going to watch. Because if you know anything about the WNBA, they've been spending the past year and a half, almost 2 years, chasing around casual fans. So, does this hurt their chase of the casual fan, not having Caitlin Clark at the All-Star game? Because truth be told, it's the casual fan that makes the real money, not the real fan. Because the real fan is always going to be there. It's the casual fan, the people who don't really watch basketball like that. Those the people who put you over the top. So we definitely going to see how that's going to work out. The Summer League about to end. They're in their semifinal stages. That should be interesting. I watched a few of the Maverick games. Cooper Flag, rather. Said Cooper Cup. Thinking football. Cooper Flag, the number one draft choice for the Dallas Mavericks and the number one pick overall. He's been pretty decent, and I think he's going to be the real deal. Now, is he going to take the league and dominate and all that? I don't think he's going to do all that in his first year. I don't think he's going to have the same kind of Victor Wembanyama impact. But I think he's not going to be a bum. I think you prepare him with Kyrie and Anthony Davis, Cooper Flag should be okay. As long as Kyrie and AD stay healthy, Cooper Flag should have a really good year. Because he don't have to be the man on Dallas like that. As a rookie, he give you 15 to 20 points a game. The Mavs are going to be issues for people. Like I said, the West, just in general in the NBA, is just super, super talented. Like, it's a lot of talent in the West. A lot. And I've been watching Bronny. Bronny looks like he belongs. I'm happy for him because he looks like he belongs in the NBA now. I know he's received a lot of hate and vitriol too. For no reason. He's a kid. Why y'all hating on a kid? You want to hate on his dad? That's one thing. LeBron been doing this 20-something years. He's used to the hate. But to do all that to a child, that's not cool, in my opinion. Because let's face facts, Bronny is still a child at the end of the day. He's not. He's an adult, but he's not a grown man like that. He's like 20, 21 maybe. Like, he's still really a kid. So we need to give Bronny a break. Now, I understand folks don't like how he got into the NBA and the nepotism and all that. I get it. People felt like he was taking up a roster spot that somebody else could have had. And I get that too. But at least now he looked like he belonged. Bluegrass was good, brother. Salute to you. Yeah, we need to give Bronny a break and let him play out and see how that work. Because he looked really good this year in the Summer League. He looked like crap last year in the Summer League. I ain't gonna hold you. But this year, he looked like a player. He looked like he belonged. So I'm very excited to see what Bronny is going to give us this year alongside his daddy, who I think should retire this year because let's face facts, LeBron's not getting any more rings. They'll get to the playoffs because, they got Luka on the team. So they're going to get to the playoffs. But they're not getting out the West. Not for real. Now, they did just sign DeAndre Ayton, but DeAndre Ayton is like a crapshoot. He's hit or miss. We don't know what we're going to get out of DeAndre Ayton like that. So, we going to see about that too. I can't wait. It's going to be very interesting. Yeah, this upcoming NBA season is going to be really good. And the upcoming football season is going to be really good too. We got one more month for that, for preseason start, where I could talk shit about Bob's Cowboys and Skywalker Cowboys and tell them how much they suck. because I'm a Giant fan, and my team suck too. So I need another team in my division to equally suck, like how we suck. That'd be very nice. Yeah, hey, look, I hate the Cowboys. I'm not going like I hate the Dallas Cowboys. You know, I used to be a Patriot hater too, until I just accepted the greatness of Tom Brady. And I mean, it took me a minute just to accept the fact that Tom Brady is just a great quarterback. Man, the Falcons suck. I'm here in Georgia. The Falcons suck. And Kirk Cousins is a bum. I don't even understand how he was able to get that kind of contract. Like, why would you pay Kirk Cousins all that money and then draft a quarterback in the first round and create a controversy? Like, that was silly to me. Yeah, you can't always count on the Falcons to suck. Well, the Falcons did have a window. A few years back, when they got to the Super Bowl, they had a window. Hell, they had the Super Bowl game won. They were up 28-3. They gave that Super Bowl away. Just gave it away. Yeah, I remember my lady just yelling at the top of her lungs at the TV, "Run the damn ball! Run the damn ball!" Because they stopped running the damn ball. And if you notice, Kyle Shanahan, he's the coach of the 49ers now. I think he carries that first Falcons lost Super Bowl with him. Because the other two Super Bowls he's appeared in with the 49ers, I see he's tried his best not to make that same mistake. Like with San Francisco, he was trying to overcompensate. Like he was running the ball, trying to force things running the ball instead of just letting it come. Sometimes you just got to let the game come to you, especially in football. Football is one of the sports that when you start forcing stuff, you start fucking up. Like you got to let stuff come to you. And the Braves, they're okay. They had their window too. I still think they should have never got rid of Freddie Freeman. I think that was a huge mistake. Getting rid of Freddie Freeman. You're supposed to pay Freddie Freeman. And they're suffering from that now because poor Acuna Jr., as good as he is, he can't stay healthy to save his life. Yeah, so I think the Braves window is closed at this point in the National League. It's all about the Dodgers. The Dodgers are the best team. And then there's everybody else. The Mets will give you a good run. The Padres will also give you a good run. But the Braves, they had their window. And their window would have been extended if they would have kept Freddie Freeman. I believe that. Just me personally, I believe that. That was the worst thing the Braves done, was get rid of Freddie Freeman. It changed the whole dynamic of their team. And they lost a good pitcher too. Oh yeah, they did blow that. They blew that game, and it was sad too. When you up 28-3, yeah, it's rough. Yeah, that's a rough way to lose a Super Bowl when you up 25 points, 3 whole touchdowns. To lose like that. But I mean, give Tom Brady credit. They never gave up. The Patriots never gave up, and they kept playing. Julian Edelman got busy. Matter of fact, Julian Edelman, you can make a Hall of Fame case for Julian Edelman. Now, his regular season numbers don't say Hall of Fame, but what makes a player great is when you do it in the playoffs when it matters. And Julian Edelman did it in the playoffs when it mattered. And if you're going to put Eli Manning in the Hall of Fame, now mind you, I'm a Giant fan and I'm all for Eli Manning getting in the Hall of Fame. But Eli Manning will only get in the Hall of Fame because of what he did in the playoffs. So if you're going to use that metric for Eli Manning, you have to use that same metric for all the other positions, for the running backs, the wide receivers, the tight ends. Like you have to use that same metric. So sticking to that metric, what have you done in the playoffs? Nobody's done more in the playoffs as a wide receiver than Julian Edelman. He has more catches, more yards than Jerry Rice. Like, that's crazy work. And anytime you got anything as a wide receiver, anytime your statistics are comparable or better than Jerry Rice, who's the GOAT wide receiver, you doing something. You definitely doing something. Oh, my college football team's the Georgia Bulldogs. See, I'm from New York, man, and New York, we didn't have college like football like that. I mean, you had Syracuse, but Syracuse was never really good. Like I'm a Georgia Bulldog fan, and I became a Georgia Bulldog fan. I want to say 2018. When the national championship game, when they lost to Alabama, the game where they pulled Jalen Hurts, the game that Georgia lost, the game that they pulled Jalen Hurts for Tua, and Tua threw that touchdown at the end of the game, that's when I became a Georgia Bulldog fan. But I don't hate Alabama. But even Alabama, they run too. Hell, Nick Saban was running college football for a generation. So I'm glad to see that there are different teams now, other than Alabama. It do get boring seeing the same teams over and over and over again. You do want to see something different after a while. Yeah, Bama's tough, and their recruiting has always been great. Even without Saban there now, that their recruiting is still going to be top tier. Matter of fact, pretty much the majority of SEC teams recruiting is going to be top tier because that's the best division in college football is the SEC. It's the SEC, they're playing on NFL level while everybody else is just playing on a college level. So it's a different brand of football when you watch SEC football compared to ACC and Big 12. Like, the brand is completely, it's different. It's definitely different. Yeah, SEC football is almost akin to NFL football for real. And when you look at the draft, a lot of the players coming from the SEC and SEC teams. I mean, you get your few little sprinkles from other schools. You get a couple from Notre Dame. You'll get one from a Boise State. You'll get one from a TCU. But for the most part, the teams that are getting drafted, Georgia, Alabama, LSU. That's where a lot of the league is coming from. Georgia, Alabama, LSU. And you could throw a couple other SEC teams that sprinkle in there. You can get a couple of Ole Miss every once in a while. Every once in a while, you'll get a couple of Mississippi States. Yeah. They definitely eating that cornbread down. You know, the South is all about football at the end of the day. Football is a big, huge thing down. Yeah, football is a big, huge thing. One of the reasons why I came down here so my son could play some football, because wasn't no opportunities up top for that football stuff. There's plenty of them down here though. But we gonna see. The college football stuff, that I do college football too. So when college football season start, I'll be doing lives about college as well, because I like college football. But we gonna see. Yeah, I just got a notification that CT just went live. Yeah, I be trying to do a little something before he comes on, because I like to go in there and talk stuff. So I stay on here for like another 15 minutes, because I do got to get used to doing this stuff, getting these watch hours up. I do understand it's going to take me a little bit longer, because I'm not just doing random topics. I want to talk sports. Oh yeah, for sure. Do your thing, man. I'm gonna be over there too in a minute. I'm gonna give this about 15 more minutes. Like, share, subscribe, hit the Cash App, all the regular stuff. I appreciate it. And maybe one day I'll get CT to run up in here and talk some sports too one day. So I could bash him about his city and how Cleveland suck. And the last big thing they had was Jim Brown. I mean, you count LeBron too, but that's another story. We gonna see though. Yeah, we definitely gonna see. And I appreciate the support for a dude just starting, just trying to get his feet wet. You know what I mean? That's all I'm trying to do right now. This is getting my feet wet. Getting used to like being in front of this camera, talking to myself. But yeah, we gonna get right. Eventually, we gonna get right. Really, I need to learn how to do this stuff from my laptop. That's what I really need to do. Because there's just so much more you could do on the computer that you can't do on the phone. Like the sharing the screen stuff, that I see that's like really a really important thing to have. Yeah, got to be able to share your screen. Can't share your screen on the phone, which sucks. But I'm gonna get that all worked out in a minute. Yeah, I'm gonna get that all worked out. Maybe I need to like start a little early. I ain't know CT was gonna come on 10:30 in the morning, but we're gonna see. Thank you all for coming. I appreciate it. I'll be back tomorrow, same time, probably. Hopefully we could get into this All-Star game. If I can, I'll come back a little bit later so we could get into this All-Star game, because I really want to talk about this WNBA All-Star game. So, peace, and I'll holler at y'all in a few.